Hi, English 3 students. This is Mr. Bainey. I just wanted to touch base with you for week 6 of our English 3 class. So, congratulations. You are officially halfway through quarter 1, so you're at the 50-yard mark as far as the very first marking period goes, right? If you want to think of it another way, we're officially 1/8 of the way done with the year. So, if you ordered one pizza, so far you've eaten one slice. So it does go quickly, so I want you to take advantage of all the time that we have. At this point, you should be at 12% completed with the classes, right? We are going to be sending progress checks home, just so everyone is aware of your current grade. Now, this is going to be a weighted combination of two, right? And it's a combination of the grade that you've earned, the percent that is completed, and then your participation in each of our launches. So if you take a look at John, right now John's at 11% of his class done. He has an 84.1 in all of his work, and he's also completed 80% of his launches, or 16 out of 20. So what that means is, if we take a look at John, he has completed so far 11 out of 20, all right, or 11 out of 12, right here. When we do the math, that comes to a 92 or a 91.7%. So I'm going to take 91.7 times the grade that he's earned, and that's going to come out to a 77.28. Now, I'm also going to add 8 additional bonus points onto him because he's completed 80% of this, so that's a 10% increase. So now he's sitting at an 85.28%. Now, it's very similar to Call, okay? If we take a look down below, we'll see that Call has completed 6% of his class, and he's earned a 95%. All right? At the same time, he's completed all 20 of his launches. So 6 divided by 12 is 50. So if I take 50 times 95 that he's earned, that takes him down to a 47.5. Now, he's completed all 20 of his launches, so that's going to be 10 additional bonus points because it's 10%. So that's going to take him up to actually a 57.5. So it is valuable to do all 3 of these. Make sure that you're on pace. Make sure that you are resubmitting work on those scores, and make sure that you're doing the daily launches. Okay? And if we can do those 3, you'll be set. Now, you might be saying, well, how do I know what pace is? Mrs. Pelkey and I sat down before the year, and we figured out exactly what the pace is. Okay? Now, what I want you to do is take a look at this. So far, in the first weeks, we've gone through week 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now, starting today, which is the 27th, we're now moving in to week 6, and that's over next Tuesday. Right? So up to this point, you should have all of Unit 1 completed. And if you do that, that will put you exactly at 12%, which is where you need to be. Now, due this week is we have 2.1 to 2.04, so there's only 4 assignments due this week. Right? And we're going to take a look and see what they are. So this is supposed to be all Unit 2, not 1. 2.01 is all about clauses, right? 2.02 is all about nouns and adjective clauses. 2.03 is adverbial clauses. And the last one, which is 2.04, is a project. And I'm going to show you a little something about that as an extra credit assignment in a little bit. Okay? When we take a look at the grading, I just want to remind you that lessons, quizzes, and tests are all worth 20% of your grade respectively. So that's a total of 60% of your grade is coming from the lessons, the quizzes, and the tests. Now, projects are worth 40%. So 60% are quizzes, lessons, and tests. 40% are your projects. So a little more than half are these 3. So projects count for almost half of your grade. So it's very important that you do them. In fact, if you don't do them, you are not going to be successful. Right? Just as a reminder, with lessons, you have 3 attempts. We are able to see how long it takes you to make an attempt. If we see that you're just kind of going through it, more than likely we're going to keep it there and we're not going to reset it for you. If you take an honest, valiant effort towards a lesson, quiz, or a test, and we're able to see that, then we'll probably unlock it for you. All right? Now, just a couple extra credit opportunities. First and foremost, I want you to look for a grade with an exclamation point underneath it. That means that it has been submitted by you, but it has not been graded. Okay? Now, what that means is that I fell behind, or I somehow missed it, and that's not fair to you, so I'm willing to give 1 bonus point for every one that you find from Unit 1. In fact, that's how confident that I am that I'm staying on top of my grading, but they do happen, all right? What I want you to do is just send me a Google notification, send me a Google Hangout, and just tell me the unit number, the assignment number, and the name of it. And I will get right to it, and I'll grade it, and I'll also add bonus points to it. There's another bonus opportunity this week, and that comes from your assignment on 2.04, which is a project. You are going to be asked to fill in these sentences. You promised blank. I am going to generate and start a Google Doc and put it on our Google Classrooms. If you open this assignment from there, I will automatically give you a 20% increase in your grade. So if you get an 80% on that, I will give you an additional 16 points on top of that. So you'd end up with a 96, okay? So it would definitely behoove you to go ahead and work through that. It's a good idea. And it'll make more sense after you do the lesson and after you see the Google Classroom assignment. So I still want you to work through this assignment in Odysseyware, but instead of submitting it in Odysseyware, I want you to submit it to me using a Google Doc through the Google Classroom. And you can still do it the old way, but I just won't give you the bonus points. All right? Any questions, please feel free to reach out. That's why I'm here. I hope you guys are all doing well, and I hope you're enjoying this year. All right, take care.